welcome again. This is Murphy and Friends, and I've got a wide variety of friends. And I'm so excited to be here today because we have a young woman, Gile. And how are you this afternoon?
I'm fine, Teresa, and how are you?
Oh, I'm well. What I wanted to ask you is, where are you from? You have this wonderful accent.
I'm from Sierra Leone.
Sierra Leone?
Yes.
Wonderful. I had some other people from Sierra Leone. And how long have you been in the States?
I've been in the United States just about 10 years.
10 years. I would never know it. I'm really serious about that.
Thank you.
Why are you here today?
Today, I'm here as a gospel artist. And I'm here to tell you about my album, what I do, and sing a couple of songs from it. I should be debuting my album early next year.
Oh, that sounds exciting. I hope that we'll be the first people to hear it so we can play it as background music. What else do you do?
I am the business development manager of a company called Sarah Theatre Productions. It is the first Sierra Leonean theatre company in the United States.
That's incredible.
Yes.
You mean prior to that, there has not been a company from Sierra Leone?
No, and it is made up of all Sierra Leonean artists, not by choice, it's just the way it happened.
Okay.
And we have performed multiple successful plays. We've actually performed for the first time at the Kennedy Center.
Oh, that's
this past
exciting.
July. We've
Wow.
also we currently have multiple plays that depict the Sierra Leonean culture that are taking place at the Smithsonian Museum in Washington, D.C.
So what do you hope to accomplish with your stay in the United States?
With my stay in the United States, I hope to accomplish to the world that as a Sierra Leonean, I am educated, I have a lot of potential, and that I can work with other people, not just as a Sierra Leonean, but as an African, on a mutual level, as mutual friends, in a productive manner to gain from one another.
That's exciting for me because I've known some of your friends, and I know because I teach here, and I have many African students, and the world doesn't necessarily see Africa as a place where there is culture. We see Africa as always needing something, and I know that that's not true, but share some of your culture.
Sierra Leone is a very cultural country. There's a lot of educational potential coming out of Sierra Leone. There are a lot of brains, and there is a big Sierra Leonean and African diaspora out in the United States from multiple African countries. And we have come to United States. Some of us have come already educated, like myself. I already had my bachelor's before coming here. I've got my master's now.
Wonderful. And what?
In technology management.
Wonderful. And do you do technology management as a career?
Yes, I am a part-time IT project manager. And I also do website designs, graphics. I have a lot of technology skills, which I am now using, not just within the African Sierra Leonean community, but within my gospel career. It's helping me a whole lot.
Oh, that is, I'm really pleased to have you here today.
Yes.
Now, do you have a family? You're doing so many things.
Yes, I am a mother of 3.
Wow. How old are they?
They are 5, 4, and 1 year old.
Well, you look like you're about 25, so that is very surprising.
Thank you very
for
much.
me. I would love to hear you sing. I think it's important for us to know the various gospel songs throughout the diaspora. And I'm thinking that some of the music that I've heard will sound very Caribbean, so we can really see our connections to one another.
Yes.
And what do you plan to sing first?
I plan to sing a song called Chomelane. That is the name of my first son. And that song I've dedicated to multiple causes for mothers in the African community, because I had that son after 3 years of marriage, and I wasn't able to conceive. I went through what multiple African women go through, where they have to deal with pressure from everywhere. And luckily for me, I had a good husband who was patient, and I eventually got that first child, and the entire pregnancy was a whole testimony, even with the doctors. But that song, Chomale, means love in my husband's language. And the words of the song come from my heart. They depict the love of a mother for the child. It also gives thanks to God for giving me that child. And I mean, it's just a wonderful song.
I know the audience must be as excited as I am to have such a song with such deep meaning.
Yes.
And I think that your journey is a journey of many women, and many women understand that.
Yes, yes. Another part of my journey, I'm also the founder of a nonprofit called Save the Nation. And our first project, because we just got established this year, our first project is for the sea mourners. That project is dedicated towards a boat that sank last year, September 9th. It was filled up with 250 people. It was back to school time. A majority of them were children.
And we never heard about it.
It was on CNN and BBC, and that boat capsized. Only 40 people survived.
What a tragedy.
Yes. So that project is dedicated to finding and sponsoring sustainable living conditions for those family members that survived.
You're a great lady. And now, how long have you been singing? Because we want to hear that. We want to get to that.
I started singing at the age of 11. Well, before the age of 11, but I started actually having fun with it at the age of 11. I was doing choreographical performances in high school in Africa, Sierra Leone. But in Sierra Leone, education comes first. Mm-hmm. And at some point, I had to put a stop to my performances, even though I actually won multiple awards.
Oh, wow.
I would actually win awards, and I was actually doing it unbeknown to my parents because I would have seemed very unserious to them. So I had to put a stop to it because I started winning and I started becoming popular, and they didn't need to know at that time. And after all the education has been achieved and multiple goals attained, I still have the passion for music.
Oh, before you. And now we're going to hear Gile sing 2 songs, and after that we'll talk again.